Sports. All eyes are on Ja'Marr Chase. He's coming off one of his biggest games in both yards and touchdowns last week. It's the Cowboys and the Steelers. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in up. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And when you watch Kenny Pickett play, you see a young man who got better every season in college and really blossomed in his final campaign, took his game to a new level, and made him a first-round pick in the NFL. He's the type of kid who can beat you with his mind, beat you with his arm, and occasionally with his legs. A tough, skilled performer. Kenny Pickett, he's got some moxie to him.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? And right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Campbell Curl. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
The numbers for Zeke from last week. 21 carries, 68 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked to him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week. And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
The first down carry by Elliott. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. Well, you don't become a 2-time rushing champion in this league without being able to shed some tackles, and Ezekiel Elliott does just that on this latest run. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now Pickett. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Micah Parsons drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. First carry for Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. The Cowboys had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And what doubly stings for them, CD, they lose week 1 at home, and now here on the road week 2. So it's certainly not a must-win, but boy, you hate to start a season with 2 straight losses.
Yeah, because you sort of feel like you're playing from behind right from the beginning, and that can really mess with your confidence. Plus, if you get to 0-2, here come the articles, here comes the sports talk shows, pointing out the small percentage of teams that make the playoffs after they begin a season 0-2.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields on 3rd down. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Fields now to throw. Open man is Chase, complete. The numbers a week ago for Chase. He was pretty prophetic. He said before that game, I want to get in the end zone often. He got there 3 times.
Yeah, it's one thing to catch a lot of footballs. That is important, but it's what you do after the catch that can make you great. And he had a great game last week.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Here's Pollard again. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Fields on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Flush to his right. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 23. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Draw play, Elliott. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. From the gun, here's Pickett. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Pickett. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Pickett now on 1st down. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And this
under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. To try again after the sack. Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Pickett will look to throw it here. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the 1st half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning them into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
2nd down. Here's Chubb again. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And Chubb will try the middle here. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. And Charles, it's not very often an elite back becomes available. They jumped on him. I think they were smart to do so.
I agree, and we hear so often about how the running back position is devalued. But when you have a chance to get one of the truly best, top of his game, you go out and get him.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the 36-yard line. Stop there. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Now it's Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
And this one is incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Pulled in at the 24. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And that is taken in by Njoku. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Here's Fields. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. To the air again, Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard. At least. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense set to get going. Justin Fields bringing him out at quarterback. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
He's to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. penalty against him.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. They gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And they're going to speed things up here. Again, Fields. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. Back to throw, Fields. Got an open man, that's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. On first down, Fields. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. His throw caught right around the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of business.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. The extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 21. After the pick 6, here's Pickett to try again. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Pickett. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead.
Touchdown, Cowboys! David Njoku, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point safely through, and it's now 21-0. Well, Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on second and long. Pickett, that's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be a third and about 13. Now Pickett. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. Finding space at the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
You feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Fields throw taken in here by Chase. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Fields throwing again. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jamar Chase, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and through. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. Finding room at midfield. Down the right sideline.
And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be.
Back now in Pittsburgh.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Pickett to throw on 1st down.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Deontay Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives. And I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
Wide open receiver complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Chubb. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Pollard.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
They'll run for it with Pollard.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Tony Pollard,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
No problem there on the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 21.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing on 2nd and long. Pickett. That's complete out left to Ayuk. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And take it right on the 30. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now here come the Cowboys. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Going to run again here with Pollard. Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for P.I., so cancel it out.
Interference. A killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, Fields. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So that's about as fortuitous of a bounce as you're going to find as it's scooped up and taken in for the touchdown.
And I love how you use the word fortuitous there because as that popped up, he just happened to be in the right place, grabbed it, and found his way into the end zone.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Justin Fields.
His third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
To the air on first down with Pickett. Got a man, that's Ayuk.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. To throw again on second down. Pickett with a catch made by Johnson. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Pickett on 3rd and 1. That's complete to his tight end flyer move. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
1st and 10, here's Pickett.
Oh, he dropped him. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
From the gun, here's Pickett.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 30.
Pickett now on first down.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. On first down, Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Here's Fields.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Fields.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
To the air again, Fields.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they